Well, we can speak now to the adventurer and broadcaster Bear Grylls, who is the UK's Chief Scout and supporter of the Prince's Trust and the Royal British Legion. Hello there, Bear. Thank you so much for joining us here on BBC News. I suppose it will be interesting to think about the organisations that you are involved in, that he oversaw, and the sort of values that those organisations exemplify, those of an active life, of self-reliance and of resilience.
Yeah, you're so right. Those words, active life and resilience and service, is at the heart of what he stood for, and so many of those organisations. I mean, I think of the Queen Scouts, and had the Queen's always been patron of that, but it's always been Prince Philip beside her. And, I remember so well, just a few years ago at the Queen Scout Awards at Windsor Castle, him sort of walking alongside the Queen and me, going up and down these rows of Queen Scouts, young people who had reached the pinnacle of scouting, and just how interested he always was in their lives and their aspirations. And, you look at the D of E Awards, the Duke of Edinburgh Awards, people forget that runs in something like 144 countries now. And that's real legacy stuff. And then you've got the Captain General of the Royal Marines. I mean, he was Captain General of that for 64 years, 201 days. And I remember so well that last solo engagement he did in 2017. It was with the Royal Marines at Buckingham Palace, and it was pouring a rain. And everyone was there with umbrellas, but he was just sort of out there without it, and band of the Royal Marines playing, and sort of hairs on the back of your neck time of just realizing total service, and just his love of this country. And I spoke to a scout only earlier today, a scout leader, who said, sort of sums it up. He goes, they don't make him like that anymore.
It's so interesting because for many people, he will have appeared quite a daunting person, but everybody who has met him, who we've talked to today, has talked about how interested he has been in people, that he was a very engaged individual.
He was an ultimate people's person, wasn't he? And I think that speaks to his naval background. You've got to remember as well, he's one of the last surviving veterans from the Second World War. He truly spoke everyone's language, wherever you were in the world or in society. And I think that is part of what people loved about him, actually. It wasn't a kind of performance. You felt like it was a real person. And even the irreverent side of him was kind of, part of you couldn't love him for it.
For reasons of time, we have to leave it there. But thank you so much for joining us and sharing your reflections. That's the broadcaster Bear Grylls.